Hello and welcome back to East, the Oath and Felghana, and we're already getting some love for Adol in the chat. I like to see that. How's the volume?
I don't know, it's doing that weird thing where it goes loud, goes quiet.
Weird.
Yeah, you'd think it's caused by Discord maybe with some auto-adjust setting, but I think or maybe you need to turn it off right now, and that would fix it or something.
The automatically detect input sensitivity?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing you just shut off.
Oh, the thing I just shut off.
Yeah. Or wait, yeah, turn it off.
Turn it off. Give that a test real quick. So it's on. I'm gonna turn it off. It's off now. And
all right,
we'll
and
see how it sounds.
yeah, that seems to be good.
Is it? Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
We'll stick with
I
that.
think it'll stay consistent at a consistent volume now.
Okay. It's good to know. It's that affects stream audio too, which is weird, but
yeah, well, it is technically part of Discord, so
I guess so, yeah.
I suppose it makes sense. Which is rare for Discord.
Yeah, making sense is not their usual.
We're working.
Yeah. It's gonna go.
Discord is a piece of shit. I hate Discord.
It's gonna farm like a little bit more money from these guys.
Excellent. That gives me a good opportunity to read something cool.
Go for it.
I don't know, not quite yet. Gotta let the stream chill for a minute to see if there's any passerbys who come in.
Okay, fair enough.
If I've learned anything from my favorite streamers, you're supposed to play intro music for half an hour, and then talk and meander for about another hour, and then you actually play the game for like 20 minutes and then go on break.
It does happen a lot on certain streams.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ninja.
Can't believe I used to like that guy. Alright, I think I got... What am I going back here for? I can just use the frickin' thing.
Did you... was there a boss you were stuck on right now? Was it that dragon?
Exactly, that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
So, I haven't fought him too much. I don't know if I'm stuck on him yet. He seems like... we had a strategy where we could, like, use the magic on his legs and knock him down, get some free hits, so... Doesn't look too bad right now. Alright, level that up. Get my Madman sword all leveled up.
Is that the only Madman artifact you have?
I believe so. Did this go up in price, the mirror? Look, it was 100 last time. Yeah, I can buy
Damn,
one.
what a bitch. Charging you more?
I know, it's just the worst, but I will buy it. Oh, it is going up in price, look at that. It's 400 now.
Is that because you have multiples in your inventory?
No, I'm out. Or I was out until now.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I think it just goes up when you buy, so like, you know. So I encourage you not to like buy 100 mirrors and just like tank the entire game or something like that, you know. Well, I guess we'll just go back to the boss and give him a shot.
Telling you how to play the game. hell was that noise?
It's me switching
Yeah.
the magic.
Oh,
Getting my
sounds like Sonic's rings.
a little bit. You thought it was a tie-in for the movie or something they put in the game?
Yeah. Yeah, bruh, I saw that movie and it fucking sucked, bruh. It was horrible.
Dude, don't lie. Everyone says it's awesome.
It's got a 46 meta score, but an 8.6 user score.
Who to trust?
So, the Associated Press, Washington Post, and We Got This Covered gave it positive reviews. Screen Daily, The Atlantic, and The Telegraph gave it medium. And something called Consequence of Sound, which sounds like a music magazine or something, gave it a 0. Straight up 0.
It sounds like these reviews are all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, that's just being silly when you give something a straight up 0.
Yeah.
Unless that something is anodyne.
And it's better than a 0. Let's not get crazy here. Oh yeah. Shit. Well played.
Well, you do have that dash, but you walk so damn slow.
I know. I forgot about the dash, actually. I should probably be using that.
Just the width of these attacks is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd say the Sonic movie would be like the Mario movie. Just mediocre and have little to do with the actual game.
Yeah, it's probably a good guess.
They got Sonic, they got Rings, and they got Robotnik, but how much else of the game is actually in the movie?
Yeah, we Mario, and Luigi Mario. Yeah.
Oh, they aren't wrong. They're the Mario Brothers.
I know, that's the name of the game. Whoa, he's trying to eat me. Oh shit. What the fuck?
What the hell? Nice death screen. Just getting smacked by rocks.
Wonder if... I mean, I think I was still alive for a second there. I wonder if you're supposed to, like, do something there.
Dodge the rocks.
I guess. It seemed like I was moving too slow, but... I don't know. I'm sure there's something you
Dash
can do.
between them.
Maybe. Or maybe
Kind of seems like
maybe use the green magic to float, too.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, it kind of seems like something that's programmed to happen.
Yes, exactly.
Just picking up.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's taking heavy damage. It's working pretty well.
Alright. Oh. He still hasn't picked you up yet.
Not yet. I'm sure he will.
Or maybe you skipped it, you inflicted so much damage.
Let's hope so.
Wow, fucking cheater, bro. Jesus. Just cheesing that A. Oh, damn, you fucking dodged that shit. Oh my god. Nice. Oh, come on.
We did it.
Yeah. We did it.
We did it together, you and me. Hell yeah, jam on that guitar. Oh my god. A statue.
Well, now you got all four. There's nothing left.
I guess you're right. We won the game.
You rule the fucking world now. You got all four statues beyond human comprehension.
Yeah, and now we're Demonicus, or whoever. Oh my god.
Watch Chester, someone's gonna appear and yoink them from you.
100%.
Be like, hey, I got him now.
Exactly, yeah.
Or Dogi will.
As the light faded, the entire cavern grew deathly quiet. It is pretty quiet. There's no more shredding guitar.
And that's it. Game over.
I think we're gonna need Dogi for this particular predicament here. Unless... Oh. It was no use. Hey. Huh?
Hey, brother. Yeah.
Adol shouted back that he was uninjured. Glad to hear my little buddy's okay. That quake caused some of the crevasse walls to collapse. I managed to pick my way across, though. But now we've got to do something about these rocks. Adol, I'm gonna need you to step back for a second, okay?
The game that doesn't have voice acting and they can't assign voice lines to Adol.
Yeah, right?
They can't give him dialogue.
Yeah, it's just so strange. Wow, he's so strong. That's what I'm screaming. Walls 0.
Yeah.
Dogi the Wall Crusher like a million.
Damn.
He's keeping score. The new record. Alright, let's go. You lead the way, buddy. Oh, here he is.
Mm-hmm.
Chester motherfucking Cheetah. Seems you have all 4 statues now.
Hand him over, or Elena gets.
Exactly.
I'm gonna shoot you. Don't make me shoot you. Mm-hmm. Heh.
Your oafish exterior belies your perceptive nature. It always has.
Yeah, Dogi smart as fuck.
Yes.
Got that 300 IQ.
Yeah. He's got brains and brawn. He's the whole package. Revenge.
Oh my god. What?
Cannot believe what I'm hearing right now. Monsters? The appearance of human skeletons clad in armor. Oh yeah, those guys were all over the last dungeon in East 3.
Human skeletons. Just in case you were thinking they were dinosaur skeletons or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, that could be anything, you know, skeleton could mean it, but humans specifically. But why?
Yeah. Love when his sprite goes from calm to shouting.
Yeah, just jaw drops like a rock. It was no random occurrence, and therein lies the rub.
The rub?
Yeah.
Yo, rub ma.
Yes, exactly. The services of a dark sorcerer for the task. What? Uh-huh.
Couldn't Adol like deliver the statues to the master while they're talking, you know?
That would be a good
Isn't
idea.
it just like 50 feet away from them or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that far.
Just imagine like a pterodactyl or something swooping down and taking them at this point.
Oh.
Eh? Uh-huh.
Hell, will it really even make you happy?
You, Jeff? Oh my god, damn, y'all need to shut the fuck up.
Hey, what's up, Ezra? It's going pretty well. We just beat the dragon. I forget what his name was, but we owned him.
Oh. Do you think she'd be proud? Would you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Yeah.
Well, you just know this has to go wrong somehow because Chester has to be the villain.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is kind of where I guess he makes it turn, but I know something's gonna happen.
Well, doesn't McGuire get the statues or whatever, and that's why you have to fight him in East 3?
Yeah, pretty sure.
There's that fight with him in the castle or whatever?
Yeah. Something like that. Maybe enjoy one of Elena's home-cooked meals. Listen,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro.
I just want your sister to cook for me, that's all. There's no turning back for me. Oh, he just fucking stabbed Dogi.
Oh shit, no.
Oh, fuck. Can't believe Dogi's dead.
Son of a bitch, damn.
Wow.
There's still time to save him.
Adol gave the statues to Chester.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I guess Adol didn't want to get stabbed too.
That's even dumber than the pterodactyl swooping down and taking him.
Perhaps, yeah. You may wish to reconsider trying to stop me. He's such like a long-winded like asshole of a speaker. He always makes his sentences like way more flowery than they need to be.
Yeah, Adol's the only succinct character.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I guess that's what's nice about him. This is all my fault, actually. You sure about that? Oh, 12 years ago, I served as a Valestein Knight. Valestein, whatever. I was there on Geno's Island that day. All the knights were. Oh, okay, so he was on the island where Chester and Elena were originally.
Uh-huh.
I know, yeah, like, how can you possibly, like, pierce Dogi's, like, rock-hard abs with anything, you know?
The sword would bounce off.
Yeah, it would just, like, just explode into 1,000 pieces.
Well, Chester leveled up his sword to the max with Adonis, that's why.
Oh, okay, he had all the Ravel ore. This godforsaken shack. It's pretty nice, I don't know. Someone said it's godforsaken. I'm sure there's plenty of god around here.
What, the art of war?
I mean, he's pretty good at punching things. That if you call that the art of war.
Oh, so he spilled the beans and that's why it's his fault. To be perfectly honest.
Alrighty. I guess we go back, but we didn't find the last herb or whatever. Yeah, for the Pickards. Yeah, whatever. Maybe we'll find it on the way.
Is it in that icy place?
Probably. I don't really want to go back there. Oh, these fucking guys, dude. Stop jumping out of the dirt.
Just use your crystal or whatever to fly.
Yeah, I do have a thing that lets me teleport, don't I? Oh my god, everyone's fucking dead. No. Gardner. We're in a bad way. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, is like why would you say that? You know, uh, unless you're like, we weren't being honest before, right? Like, it's kind of a
Yeah. Or you say that if what you're about to say would call doubt into question.
right, right.
But people say, like, to be perfectly honest, I'm actually a fan of Naruto more than Sonic. Why would people doubt that? That's just an opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Like, you can just say it, you know. we're not gonna not believe you or something. Those guys are
Be
pretty strong.
honest, the first sword in this game kind of sucks. Wow.
Wow, that's a hell of an opinion you got there.
Yeah.
Oh, I died, but I didn't die.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't think you died.
Okay, I'm glad the game counted that as a win for me, because I'm pretty sure I would have died if the game had let me. So, thank you, game.
Well, the truth of the matter is that you still died, so you should be sent back.
Okay, I understand. I agree.
But the bottom line is that we need to move along, so it's good that the game granted you life.
I suppose you're right. I agree.
But to be perfectly honest, you should have been sent back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you are being honest right now. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The whole town's here.
Thank God. Yeah, get blown the fuck out, atheist.
Nuns 1, atheists 0.
That dude still has bandages on his head? Jeez.
Yeah. He's got a head injury.
You seemed off. Eh.
I agree.
Wooden doll was dangling from strings.
So like puppets?
Yeah.
Just say puppets.
No, he has to say the part about the strings so they understand.
Oh shit, this is a long ass cutscene.
Yeah.
Damn, do you want to play the fucking game?
Yeah, at least somebody's taking these head injuries seriously. Jeez.
That made me think of a good idea I had during the football,
Yeah, the big
the Super Bowl.
the big game.
Yeah, so during the football, I was thinking to myself, you know, okay, this is pretty good, pretty cool, whatever, but these dudes need to be outfitted with like mech suits and mech armor and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can deal super crazy blows but also survive them.
Mm-hmm.
So they need like they need the mech armor, but also something like maybe more realistic that they could get in their helmets. I saw one of the players had like a plastic like shard of plastic or something in that space where your eyes are,
Oh.
where there's usually just a gap.
Mhm.
And I guess that's to protect from like dirt or shit getting in your eyes.
Mhm.
But they need to do that, put the glass in there, but also equipped it with a HUD or something, like Google Glass or some shit.
Oh, okay, like a scouter from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, so that, and then you have like motion trackers on the sides of your helmet and one up top to like sonar or do some shit like that, so you can detect players coming from outside your peripheral vision and also get like how fast you're charging, like your miles per hour or some shit.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. And like they should develop an AI that they put into these things that like gives you tips about how to like best, you know, do the game, like how to score the best point, you know, your best chances of scoring or whatever.
It'll calculate the best play for you.
Yeah, they should do that.
And the quarterback's helmet can like ping to the other helmets on his team, like what play they're about to do.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They get the picture, know what to do.
Exactly. You don't have to do those calls or whatever, you know, you just know what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So giving the players smart helmets now, I think is the next logical step in NFL technology.
Yeah, definitely.
And then maybe the mech armor later on. It'd basically just be like two teams of Iron Men fighting to get a ball to the other side of the field. I'd watch that.
It sounds really good.
Also, the NFL, or I guess it's the Super Bowl, but I would think it's the NFL football games in general have very good and fancy UI going on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually never stop to appreciate shit like that, but it might be something worth studying for video game devs if they want to know how to pull off fancy transitions or UI layouts and stuff.
What the fuck are these guys talking about? Is there like somebody I should go be saving in the mines or something?
Elena?
I mean, well, yeah, her, but like, what are these guys up to? It's like, I don't know, whatever. I'm over it.
Can't the shop owners give you a discount because you're saving the people of the town, and if those people died, they'd lose out on sales?
Yeah.
Where's the RPG that does that has logical shopkeepers?
Oh, it's still too pricey. I need the rest of the set.
You didn't need it to beat that dragon, bro.
That's true. Extremely powerful. This guy's crushing on Elena.
But cute. Fuck, who isn't? Jesus.
Can't blame him, I suppose, with the monsters invading the land. Ugh, I hate Felgana so much right now. What a jerk. They're invading.
It's so cheesy when they all cap something in this game.
I know. This guy's like talking about a ring. Wonder if it's like an item I can get.
That lady wasn't selling it?
Tiny Hat?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Also,
Why are your feet like stuttering around?
I just found out if you mash A, then you can just do this. I don't know. That's oh, it's a dash button. It's because I'm constantly dashing. That's why. I think.
Does that make you move faster?
Well, I think it's just as fast as dashing, but you don't have the smoke or whatever or the animation.
You're just sliding around.
Sliding around like Gumby. Whee!
What's the little girl have to say about all this?
Oh yeah, where's she at? She in the well?
In the well.
Where is she? Where'd she go? Let's see her.
Well, she lives in Dewey's house, right? Isn't she Dewey's daughter?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
So she lives with Locust, the old guy?
Ew.
Probably not, but... Oh, alright, well. Let's get the heck out of here.
Yo, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's do that too. Oh wait, I didn't check the church. See what the nun has to say about all this.
These people should be giving you items and shit.
Yeah,
You're doing a very dangerous mission or something.
yeah, this is my most treacherous mission yet, and you know, we're gonna need all the help we can get. They're just letting me go off without anything. Like, I don't even have
Borderlands, they gave you shit.
Yeah, I don't even have fucking, like, medical herbs to use in battle. I just gotta use what drops from enemies to heal myself. Come on. Gotta buy mirrors like a pleb.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they can't give you potions, but they could give you mirrors.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna Wait, where's Valstein? Valestein.
You just teleport to it.
Can I? I can. Oh, that's right. This is the place with the guard out front that we came to a few times.
Oh, so you're going into the castle now.
Yeah. It's Fran.
Who?
Fran. The soldiers and the other maids, they just attacked us? The maids did?
The maids.
Milady.
Milady? Your title should have been Beating the Game?
Well, it's basically beating the game.
Saving Felgana, maybe.
Yeah, it's close enough. Okay. Let's do this Valestein stuff.
Yeah, if the cutscenes are over, I might take the opportunity to finish the plug and play.
Go.
Just fighting
Go for it, dude.
generic baddies.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the guards. Oh.
It's them, yeah.
Oh, wait, is that a maid?
It is, yeah. So I guess that's what she was talking about. Oh, she's fast as fuck.
Oh, that's funny. Maid freaking the fuck out.
Oh yeah, she's like a zombie or something. Check it out.
Damn.
His face is lit.
Well, there was like some weird shit in the tower in East 3, though. There was like tiger men or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what they were. But there's like this crazy trap shit too. These little spears come out of the ground and shit. Definitely. Oh shit, the maid's throwing knives. She just fucking runs off. Oh, you can jump over the spears. That's good.
Alright.
They're powerful as fuck.
The Cursed Plug and Play Console, Chapter 2. The End of the Uprising. So we had the Uprising. This is the end of the Uprising.
Okay.
I guess the Uprising being, yo, my plug and play console's acting fucking weird and I'm hallucinating a lot.
Yeah.
So that'll all come to an end now. After I announced that I was ready for part 2, I clicked on the recommended tab. There were games here. The first game was called Santa's Spin, so I clicked on it. The game was loading. The loading screen was eerie and kind of made me want to puke again. The loading screen showed a baby with bloody eyes, blood pouring out of its mouth, and it had green dry skin with the arteries and veins that are protecting and visible. There were punctures on the arteries and veins, so drips of blood are being released. The game finally finalized and leading session, and the game appeared. The game showed a plastic Santa toy. The plastic Santa was looking at me with a wide smile, Jay. The background seems to be a neighborhood of house, which their roofs are showered in snow, and there is a monumentally large amounts of trees behind the houses, usually insinuating that there is a slender forest back there. You know, one of those slender forests.
Yeah. Like a Slender Man forest?
That's what I'm guessing.
Okay.
I also heard a piano version of Silent Night was playing as background music. 9 seconds later, I noticed that Plastic Santa had a green button on the region of his chest. There was also text written in white that was scarcely perceptible. The text... So is this turning into a Christmas creepypasta now?
Yeah.
The text said, "Press A to spin," and so I did. Santa's face was spinning, showing multiple expressions on his face, advancing by in a matter of a femtosecond.
Wow, that's fast as hell.
Yeah. The spinning stopped and the face landed on an expression of Santa making a winky face with his tongue sticking out.
Okay.
I spinned again and the face landed on an expression of Santa blushing and his mouth was wide open and his eyes were also heart eyes. I declared, Are you trying to hit on me? ? I realized the text on the bottom changed, so now it said, "Press A to sin." Oh my god, bro.
Oh shit.
I ignored it and assumed I was hallucinating. There you go.
Okay,
I
alright.
pressed A and Santa's face span again. Span. But his face landed on an expression that paralyzed and traumatized and terrorized me to the extremity where I was mentally scarred. Literally. His face was menacing. He looked shocked. He had wide blood-red bloodshot eyes that were hyper realsitki. REALSITCI. My god.
Wow.
He had a big ass frown.
A big ass motherfucking frown.
Big ass frown, and his eyebrows were raised. He also had a shadow covering the top of his face, so his eyes were vaguely perceivable. Not only that, but the row of houses behind him were demolished, and there was enormous forest fire that was occurring in the Slender Forest. In addition, the Song of Holy Night turned demonic and satanic and post-apocalyptic.
All those things, huh?
Yeah, I love that post-apocalyptic genre of music.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
The text in the bottom changed and now said, "Help, they're after me," but I ignored it and I assumed I was hallucinating. I pressed A one more time, and instead of Santa spinning his face, there was red static, and now Santa still possesses the same expression, but he had 14 scars on his face, just like my brain.
What?
14 scars.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I pressed A again and he lost one eye. And I repressed A again and he no longer had a nose. I passed A again and his face is empty just like Slender.
Oh.
But I ignored it and I assumed I was hallucinating.
Okay.
Hallucinating. And after that, a skeleton popped up.
Oh shit.
The skeleton popped up and the game closed itself. Nice. Skeleton. After that game, there was a game called Run. I clicked on it and the loading screen was very scary. It had a man sitting on a table and another man was standing behind him and he was wearing a pig mask. The man sitting on the table was heavily injured and he looked like he was on the voice of dying. He was forced to eat a very disgusting food that was labeled vessel spaghetti. The food consisted of arteries, veins, arterioles, venules, and capillaries as the noodles, and blood for the sauce, and eyes and testicles for the meatballs. This man was forced to eat his own blood vessels.
Uh-huh.
Capillary, oh my god. Nice use of a Wikipedia article on body parts.
I know, yeah, it's like... Either that or they have like a medical book or something that they were referencing constantly.
Synonyms for arteries. The game stopped loading and the game was about a rabbit eating meat peacefully. The rabbit looked normal and a doable. He had pink fur, red eyes, and long ass ears.
He needs to, I mean, he needs to work on his, you know, his descriptions, I think. He relies on the ass, you know, suffix too much.
Yeah, it's he needs to keep a consistent tone in his description.
Yeah, yeah.
Then a wolf appeared and he seemed like the person who we are running away from. The rabbit was startled and he was spooked. Startled and spooked.
Wow.
But the wolf was violently stabbed in the stomach. Stomach.
Uh-huh.
And he died. The girl who committed suicide from before came, still jawless as ever. Her eyes were very bloodshot. The rabbit looked like he peed himself and he ran for flupping miles. The girl chased him with all of her sped, just like Sonic.exe and Tails.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I get it. Like how Sonic and Sonic.exe is chasing Tails.
Okay.
Oh my god, but the rabbit couldn't run away. He was crying and the girl had him by the ear grip and the rabbit screamed on the top of his longs. The screen flashed and it said, "You're too slow. Want to try again?" I was terrified. What's she talking to me or the rabbit? But I ignored and I assumed I was hallucinating. The game closed and it went back to the recommended menu. At this point, you think I would have burned this console. Nope, I resumed my gamer session like a boss.
Wow. He's so cool.
Boss all caps. Anyway, the next game was called Variety Show in all caps. I guess the person who wrote the name for the game forgot to turn off all caps.
Oh.
I clicked the game and the ladding screen was blood curling. On screen, there was a pair of smoker's longs. The game stopped looting, and the game started up. The game looked very happy, and I noticed something. On the menu, there was a clown. That same damn clown from before. But I ignored and assumed I was hallucinating. There were 3 characters to choose from. There was character 1, who was a normal clown. Character 2, who was the clown from before. But character 3 was corrupted clown. It almost seemed like he wasn't supposed to be here, or he was a character developers made, but he didn't make it through the final project. Anyways, my ignorant dumbays. That's a pretty good euphemism for dumbass.
Yeah.
Chose corrupted clown like an oxymoron. No, I think you mean just moron. When I chose him, everything looked corrupted and it was very scary. Corrupted clown was juggling children heads and the crowd was full of children's souls that are being tormented. The game got really corrupted to the point where everything was bleeding into each other. I also realized that corrupted clown was a corrupted version of the clown we saw before.
Oh.
The corrupted circus music ended and an eerie picture of the clown we saw before popped up. And they even have a picture of the clown. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and on the picture it says activate Windows. Go to settings to activate Windows.
Okay.
12 seconds later, there was text that appeared on the top that was also written in blood that read, "You shouldn't have done that." There was a scary lullaby children's nursery rhyme music playing in the background, and then the clown we saw before was laughing like a man, and he laughing like a man. And he was smiling deliriously, but I ignored it and I assumed I was hallucinating, and then Ben Drown popped up and the game closed. Wow. That's kind of shady. It's not even being subtle anymore. It's just,
Yeah.
Ben Drown popped up. Oh my god. Was Jeff the Killer gonna pop up and you're just gonna assume you were hallucinating?
Yeah, probably.
Antways, there are 2 more games left. One is named 5 Days. Oh, God. And the other was named Coward Howard. There was a 3rd game whose name was Narrowly Detectable and it was called Answers. I thought to myself, maybe I can get those answers from this, but I decided not to click on because I like leaving the best for last. I clicked on 5 Days and the loading screen was detestable. Clicking with a plug and play? Okay. Seems legit.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
How's it going on your end?
Well, this area is pretty tough. It's kind of like the previous areas where it's like, well, like the mines in particular, where there's not a save point and it's hard to make progress. So I haven't found a save point yet. But we're making progress slowly but surely.
Those fucking maids.
I know. They're pretty funny.
Oh lord, the picture consisted of a female corpse that is decapitated and seems to be missing both its arms and one shin.
What?
So all... yeah, it's just, the shin was missing.
Oh, so the foot was on the kneecap or something?
All that was remaining from her cadaver are her torso, her right thigh, and her left leg. There was also the name Mary written in blood on the bottom. There was also a truck on top of her body, insinuating that the lady was run over by a truck. But I thought to myself, a truck can't do that much damage to the human body. My thoughts were interrupted by the game's loud and vexatious 8-bit music.
Oh no, not the vexation.
Damn. The game is old. It looked like it was made in the 1980s, hence the graphics and music. but at the bottom of the menu screen, copyright 2005 SR 0629209, which implies that this game was made in 2005.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
Holy gosh, man. We're so The title screen had a tank. I clicked play game, and I have met with an ugly orange terrain with crates everywhere. I controlled my character who was occupying a sentry gun. A sentry. I couldn't move in this game, but I could only look in 9 directions. North, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and north-south.
Wait, what?
That's apparently 9 directions.
North-south, huh? Okay.
And east.
Uh-huh.
East. The game ran in a horrible 4 FPS.
Oh, shit.
There were a horde of tanks coming for me, and this is like a fucked up version of Action 52 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
There were a horde of tanks coming for me, and I was shooting them all. Then I destroyed that horde, and a new horde came. As I was about to shoot one of the all of the tanks exploded. I was awestruck and confused. Then the remains of the tanks transformed into demons.
Oh, shit.
I thought I was gonna say it turned into like Optimus Prime or some shit. A very scary and dramatic 8-bit music played, which replaced the happy one. The demons' laugh paralyzed me. It's like a real man was laughing psychotically. As these demons were laughing. Are we demons because we're laughing?
Probably.
As these demons were laughing, I tried to shoot one, but the bullets were going through the demon. I said to myself, well, I'm fucked then. So nonchalant after being traumatized by everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
As one of the demons got close to my sentry gun, it jumped right at my sentry gun, and then a picture of a spooky and bloody vampire popped up.
Woo!
The vampire had red bloodshot eyes that were looking down, and he had long fangs and also had blood, and long fangs that also had blood, and he had blue skin where his blood vessels are projecting. He had hair that resembles Vladimir Putin's hair.
What? Oh, save point, thank god. Whew, we made it, okay.
Yeah, cool. Then the vampire opened his mouth thrice as wide as a normal human can. Oh shit.
The fuck is this? Death Phalion?
It's like a fucking Gundam.
It does, yeah, exactly. Oh shit, it's got spears.
What are the stories for all these bosses? Did the king hire this thing to be a guard or what?
I think you'll find the answer to be fascinating, but I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's just fascinating, whatever it is.
Gotta look at it on the wiki.
Exactly. Damn.
Thrice as wide as a normal human can, and then he jumped at the camera, and then he went inside his digestive tube. Not gonna lie, I am an extremely squeamish person. And when I see something inside the human body, I vomit, and so I did. I got angry at myself for vomiting all over the screen.
Okay.
I went to the kitchen to get towels to clean the screen, but I realized that the towel holder stand that was placed on my counter was replaced by a bloody knife and a piece of paper written on it. Go back to playing my console now, slave, written in blood. But I ignored it and I assumed I was hallucinating. I took the piece of paper and went back to the living room. still furnitureless as ever, to clean the half-a-century-old TV screen. Oh, that's right, his TV's from the 1950s.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
After the cleanage of the screen, I looked at the paper, and I admired the mixture of the blood and vomit, and I thought it was beautiful.
What the fuck?
I can hear a female child's anger, and she said, "Grrr." I recognized the voice. It was the jawless little girl who commits suicide in the last video. But I ignored it, and I assumed I was hearing things.
Okay.
Then I ate the paper and resumed my gamer session.
Okay. Wait. I'm starting to think this protagonist is kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, he calls it a gamer session. What a weirdo, bro.
I know. We just call it hardcore gaming.
We just call it a sesh.
Yeah, sesh.
I clicked on Coward Howard and the loading screen looked off. Oh, really? It was about a human's head. The head was melting, but not only that, the human was still alive. Oh my god, the head was in the process of melting, owing to the fact that the muscles are being melted like cheese to the extremity where his skull was visible. He also had one eye remaining, and that eye was bloodshot and red. The loading ended and the game pooped up. I clicked play. A thunderously loud drum noise played. I was playing as this middle-aged man named Howard, but I recognized Howard. He was the father of the jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't just call her Sue or something or give her a name. No, she's jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video. Good Lord, he was standing on a metallic surface and there was a red fog in the background. He also looked terrified. I ran for the right because it felt right. He looked like he was running away from someone or from something. He also was looking over his shoulder a mentionable amount of times. What? Holy shit. His footsteps on the metallic ground were interrupted by the jawless little girl appearing in front of him with a tremendously loud drum sound effect. The screen cut to red static, and then a black screen accompanied by blood red text appeared, and it read, "Found you." Oh shit, bro.
Oh shit.
It looked like it was handwritten very crudely. There was also a demonic version of the jawless little girl who commits suicide in the last video's voice that said, "Found you." And then a sequence of Howard crying and trying to escape the jawless little girl who commits suicide in the last video. But despite all of Howard's efforts, the jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video caught up with him. And now Howard is crying twice as loud as he was previously. A long and fruitful conversation appeared. What? Howard. The jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video. I am sorry. The jawless little girl who commits suicide in the last video. No, you're not. The jawless little girl who commits suicide in the last video killed Howard, and Howard screamed, just like the scream in Sonic.exe.
It's my only reference point. Other creepypastas.
Yeah, which also has no sound, so that's a great reference.
Yeah, worthless, basically.
And then a laugh appeared with a screen where there was text that read, "So many souls to play with, so little time. Would you agree?" And then I decided that I had enough. Oh, just now?
Yeah.
I completely neglected the answers game, and I unplugged the console from my TV. Took to my backyard, and I lit it on fire. The smell was awful. The fire was very ferocious and aggressive, that it looked like a demon was manipulating the flames. Then I saw the evil and demonic spirit of the jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video come toward me. I tried to shoot her away, but despite my efforts, it didn't work. Get out of here. Get away. The jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video entered my left ear, which, not gonna lie, was pretty hot.
What?
entered my left ear, which, not gonna lie, was pretty hot, which made me faint. While I was unconscious, I had some thoughts to share.
Uh-huh.
I think the dismembered and decapitated lady that was in the loading screen of 5 days was the jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video's mother. The jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video also murdered her mother vigorously by decapitating her and dismembering her limbs, and she put some random man's truck on top of her corpse to frame him. 3 months later, I woke up in the hospital. The jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video left my left ear, and she said in her demonic voice, "Thanks for letting me stay inside your brain for 3 months. It sure was fun." And then she disappeared. She sounded cute when she was saying that. Everyone thought I fainted in front of the fire because of the smell, but no, it was all wrong. 2 weeks later, I returned to my home, and in my living room, I perceived that all my furniture is back. Especially the TV that was short-circuited is back. But I noticed blood red text on my TV screen that read, "This is not over." But I ignored it and assumed I was hallucinating. The end.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That was pretty incredible.
The little girl who committed suicide in the last video. And one comment, I guess, by the author, and it says, "This is very long, I know." I agree. Yep, so that's it. Holy shit.
Wow. That's pretty good.
And this is in Deletion Log Refugees. Pasta trying to be good when it sucks enough to be a troll. English class failure. And Pointless Violent totally makes it scary, you guys. Mother of fuck, this page is long like my penis. And video games. Those are its categories.
Yeah, those are good categories.
Yeah, well, some of those would describe quote-unquote legit creepypastas, so get off this dude's ass.
Yeah, yeah.
But Jeff the Killer is needless violence and also probably long as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but it's a classic. Oh, because and then Jeff. Holy fuck. That last part with the spelling out jawless little girl who committed suicide in the last video, like, you need to cache that in a variable and use the variable name. Don't keep writing that snippet of code every single time, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're wasting your clock cycles processing that shit.
I know. I know. We got battle armor. We don't need to buy the Madman armor anymore.
Well, maybe Madman's better.
No way. This has got to be better.
You should probably not.
Well, that's good. That'll help us with the boss, I guess.
What did it say? Made of what? Oh, makes you the envy of all men.
That's pretty funny. Alright. Well, let me go back to the save point.
There's so few armor sets, it makes me wish that what armor set you chose was reflected on at all.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like 6. You know, just change the color. You don't even have to change the style of the model. Just make it orange or something.
Exactly. Yeah, they could do something, but they won't. Oh, this is
They didn't.
I have this. I forgot I had this fucking cape that heals me. I should be using that, not these like. I had the stone shoes on or whatever.
The stone shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Damn, you fucking up, bro.
I am. So I'll keep looking for treasure.
Does this feel like the part in East 3?
Yeah, it's a pretty good approximation. Like, you know, it's not exactly the same, like one for one, but it's you know, very similar in terms of like the style and what's happening.
But you're not crawling around on your knees and poking people in their ankles.
I guess you're right, so it's not very accurate.
Dead Bionicle. Why is this on Troll Pasta? I just realized my Dead Bionicle creepypasta got deleted because it didn't meet quality standards. / Oh, darn. That face when Dead Bionicle doesn't stay on the real creepypasta wiki. Do you know what Bionicle is?
Isn't that like a Lego thing, or?
Yeah, and they kind of look like robots or some shit.
Right, yeah, I think I've seen this before.
Dead Bionicle. Yeah, guys, my Bionicle action figure died.
Oh no.
Dead Bionicle.
My dead Bionicle. Oh.
This part looks pretty cool with this winding staircase.
Yeah, I'm getting dizzy as fuck.
And those maids going ham.
I know, Jesus Christ.
And there were maids in Anodyne.
Oh yeah.
There need to be more maid enemies in video games.
I agree.
Just whacking you with brooms and throwing knives and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the heals, dude, they're working.
Oh, wow, dude, just fucking stalling. Wanna play the fucking game, bro?
Listen, this is how we play the game. Wait. See ya.
God, I just love how he mentions, my troll pasta got, or my pasta got moved to the troll wiki.
Yeah.
Really sad.
Oh no. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's a chest down there. Oh, you can't
Chester?
There's a chest right there. You see it? They're gonna
You
tempt.
can't get that?
I mean, I could probably jump, but
We'll use the green magic to
all right.
maneuver over there.
Here we go.
Yeah, I thought this was an action game, not a platformer.
It's a little of both. I got Topaz. Oh, nice.
Oh shit, bro.
So it's gonna beef up my my chargy magic thing.
Oh, the third spell.
Yeah. Well, so now what do I do?
You fucking stuck, bruh.
No. I just keep going. I guess.
Oh, get owned. Oh my god.
Let's see what it
Dude
did.
gets owned on stream.
Oh, it's just like a fast ass dash, I guess.
Fast dash dash.
A fast ass dash. Whew.
It was a bloody rabbit with long ass ears, bro. Let me tell you, they were long as fuck.
They were long ass. Oh no, no, no. Shit.
Oh my god, this noob. Oh. Dude gets owned by staircase on stream.
Can't climb stairs. You did it.
just gonna read this little part, and maybe it'll explain why this was moved to the Troll Pasta.
Okay.
On June 27th, 2004, I got a GameCube and a couple games for it. One of them was Bionicle Heroes, and it took me 10 days to complete it, but I did. I stopped playing it after a year. 3 years later, I tried to play it again because I wanted to beat it again, but all it says is the typical GameCube could not read disc message. So I went to GameStop and I went through used games. It took me a while to find it, but I found it at some point. My mom bought it and I went straight to my GameCube when I got home. That's how it starts. So you have bad grammar, bad punctuation, you have very specific dates, and you have video games, and you're wondering why this was moved to the Troll Pasta wiki?
It's a little too obvious. He did not play his hand close to the chest, you know what I mean?
Yo, who's this?
Some people, they're just like up in the top of the tower. I'm guessing they're like Maguire's children or something like that.
I like how the daughter's pissed at you.
Yeah, she's got a good face. That's a good face. I like that.
Indeed, your eyes are quite clear.
See, yeah. She's Maguire's wife or whatever. Adol explained why he came to the castle.
Oh, is that so? Yes, I agree.
Oh?
I see.
Well, this wasn't part of East 3, though, was it? This lady and her children?
No, I don't remember this at all from East 3.
Didn't have enough memory for that shit.
I know, yeah. Need that space for other shit.
Yeah, like items, bro.
Yeah. Usable healing items.
So I put the disc in there. I didn't even look at the disc. ... I wish I did. So it started up normally, but instead of typical GameCube bluish purple, it was red. Not blood red, but just red. I ignored it and continued. Not blood red, okay? I'm not like all those other stupid troll pastas, okay? This is a very serious, mature creepypasta about Bionicle.
Oh, I got it. Item.
Pipe organ.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's gotta be like the part where we confront like the holy dude in the chapel or whatever and play a note on the organ to open a secret passage or whatever.
And press the weed key on the organ.
That's right. The best key.
Yeah, since if it's a pipe organ, you press the weed key and it shoots out weed fumes.
Yeah.
Blows that shit into the chapel and the congregation gets high.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, cheesing the game. Wow, cheesing the game.
Yeah, well, the game cheeses back, you know?
No, that was a pretty fair fight with that gem dude.
Oh, yeah.
thought to myself, it's probably just a graphic error. I mean, I haven't played this in 2 years, so of course it would have graphic errors, and I continued. The menu screen was screen for it was normal. There was a save file already on there. Well, of course there would be. I wanted to start a new game, but when I pressed A, it did nothing. So I went to the save file. It was 100% done, so I started it. The loading screen was as usual, and it started up in the final level of the game. I was Jailer. I was Jawler. I couldn't pick anyone else, and there was no masks, and I had all the upgrades, so I could beat him easily, but Vezin or Fenrak wasn't there. It was all silent, no music, not even the boss music. There was no Mask of Life either. Moved around a little bit, not knowing what to do. That's when I heard the door creaking. I looked behind me and it was closed. I looked back and Jawler was at half a heart now. I said to myself, what attacked me? I looked around and saw nothing. Then it happened, a weird Bionicle. I never saw a Bionicle game. It had the head of Vezin, but the body of Jawler, and it was all black and red eyes. It insta-killed my character. That's when I knew something was wrong, so I shut the game off. I noticed it was 12:30 and I thought, oh shit, I have to go to bed. My mom is gonna kill me. So I went to bed and I had this weird dream. I was inside of the game. Vizirax all around me and all of them lunged at me and I woke up. And then the next part, as a creepypasta fan when I woke up, I went straight to the GameCube and turned it on. It wouldn't start. As a creepypasta fan, what? I see that secret treasure right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that. I can just float, I guess.
Probably Ravel.
Yeah, probably.
It was a Bionicle, but it had the head of fuck farts and the body of Astro.
Oh my god, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, I totally know what those two characters look like.
Yeah, yeah.
God, talk about fucking obscure. Bionicle?
Yeah.
It's like making a creepypasta about the fucking Power Rangers or something.
Yeah.
Not in terms of obscurity, but in terms of source material.
Yeah, it's just weak. Like, it's not gonna be creepy or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, what else is...
Oh, and then Alpha 5 popped out, but he had blood red eyes and it was hyper ballistic. And he said to Zordon, give me your blood. And Zordon was like, oh shit, Rangers attacking. Oh my god.
Then evil Zordon showed up and said, not so fast.
Yeah, he popped into the same tube as regular Zordon.
Yeah, yeah. They were both in the same tube. Oh, I see why this is supposed to be hard. Because it's made of ice, that whole section. I didn't notice because I was wearing the stone shoes the whole time.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Still,
You've got an ice floor in your castle, dude?
I don't know how that works, but whatever.
Like, did Michael Jackson have an ice floor in his mansion?
Maybe.
It's like a small skating rink or something.
Yeah.
Just keeps that room chill. Skate whenever you want.
That'd be pretty lit, honestly.
Yeah, or maybe like Olympic winning ice skaters have that in their house to train.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Personal rink to train at.
Mhm.
And they have their own personal Zamboni driver to keep it clean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ninja maid.
Yeah.
And then I saw the boss battle and I thought, oh well, I'm fucked.
That's what I say every time I fight a boss in this game.
It wouldn't start. I tried again, but nope. And finally, I started it one more time, and instead of the blocks making the GameCube G, it went straight to the Bionicles menu. This time it wasn't normal. It didn't say Bionicle Heroes. It said Bionicle just Bionicle. Load game is Bionicle just Bionicle. Every option except, like, maybe if this didn't have atrocious grammar and punctuation, it would have been taken more seriously, but
Yeah.
even with that, it's still not good. How many creepypastas have you written, Britta?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You write it better than an asshole. I do need to write that East creepypasta.
That's true. Oh shit, here we are.
Oh fuck, bro.
I'm gonna go here yet. I'm gonna go back to town. See if I can beef up.
There's no save point there?
No, not in the vicinity that I can see.
So you have to still fight a ways up just to get back here?
I guess so. Yeah, actually, it's kind of a long way too. Hold on, let me just make sure there's no save point. Because that would totally suck. Let me check what's downstairs.
So the dude has described Bionicle, Bionicle, GameCube, GameCube, Bionicle, Bionicle. Great. It's excellent. Bionicle, just Bionicle. Should have said just Monica.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh god, the Doki Doki creepypastas.
Oh, yeah. That should be a treat.
Well, the whole game is kind of like a creepypasta.
It is, yeah.
God, I was talking to Natsuki and then her eyes turned black and she had a weird fucking mouth that was smiling at me. And she said, ah. Envy of all men. Hell, fucking player armor. Yeah, Adonis is looking at this shit saying, damn, I wish I had this armor, son.
I know. Yeah. Same.
Nah, I'm just the loser who works on this dude's armor.
I'll never be a Chad like Adol.
Chattel.
Chadol. Sorry.
Chadol and Brogy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's this dude again?
Yeah, I didn't beat him. I just left.
Oh.
But let's see if he was really hard. I'm gonna see if I can do more damage this time. Or I have the better armor now, so maybe I'll not die as fast.
And what was in that chapel?
I mean, I'm sure that's like the next boss fight, or I don't know.
Can you just skip this dude?
I don't know. I don't want to though. I want whatever he has, which maybe nothing. But I noticed that he has like a he has a period after a while where he'll start like glowing a color, and you got to use that color magic on him to hit him.
Gundam dude?
Yeah, yeah. Like he's blue right now, and then he's gonna turn red. You gotta use fire on him after that. Oops, didn't have fire.
Epilogue. My mom got a disc cleaner and fixed my old Bionicle Heroes game after it was done. I had to get mom to do that. I got my courage up and I started my GameCube. The GameCube screen was normal and it went to the menu. Wow.
you say? The screen was normal and I went to load games. Last sentence. I turned it back on and the game played like normal. I still had my save files and all my characters and upgrades, and the 4th bonus level wasn't there anymore. This is vandalism. My mom made me take out the trash. When I went to do that, I saw Slender Man. I run inside and my mom laud me. I was being the crazy, so then the operator symbol popped up and then kill my mom. Then I made it a run for the door and stuff. Then Slender Man kills me the end. The operator symbol popped up. I'm a big fan of Pokemon Creepypasta, but this is a real story. One day, me and my friend Nathan went to a game store. Specific name will not be given, because this Japanese Pokemon Black and White had come out recently, but when we got there, it was sold out. However, on my way out, something caught my eye. It was a gold and white sparkling case for a Game Boy Color. As I got closer to it, I realized it read Pokemon Gold and White Edition, and it had a shiny Eevee on it riding a Ho-Oh. I picked it up and went to the cashier. I asked him how much. He replied, $250. I paid the money and I was walking out. He said, never seen that cartridge before. When we got to Nathan's house, I popped the game into my special edition Pikachu Game Boy and I started to play. The title screen appeared and I hit start and the game started. As I suspected, there was already a game save, but there wasn't any new game or options. I hit A and the game started and I saw a sprite of me and my friend Nathan. The sprites were walking and they saw a shiny Eevee, whereas they proceeded to battle it, but we didn't even send out a Pokemon. Instead, there was a text saying, "You beat Eevee to death." Then the game turned off and started resetting itself. Then it sent me to the main menu where it said New Game. I pressed A and it showed me running to Nathan's house with a shiny Eevee. It also said we were in a region called Canada, which sounded like Canada. I saw that Nathan had a shiny female Wooper named Shelly, so I named my Eevee Lilith. Then we proceeded to beat all the gyms and then the Elite Four and the champion, but after him both Pokemon went mad and turned a dark shade of red. Then they forgot all their moves. Then Lilith earned Sharp Claw. The description reads, kills opponent in one hit. Then it said fly to Mount Goldcore, yes, no. We said yes, and then the game said we had to kill our Pokemon. Then it automatically made all our Pokemon faint and disappear. Then the game crashed. Then Nathan's doorbell rang, so we went to it and found a package containing a bloody shiny Eevee and Wooper. So we did the appropriate thing, we burned them. Canada. It's like an area in East.
Yeah.
Good God. So much describing like main menu. I pressed A. I pressed the start button.
Yeah.
There's a sprite. Like, it makes sense to people who played Pokemon too, but the people who haven't, what the fuck are they supposed to imagine?
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't be reading this shit if you weren't familiar with Pokemon.
I suppose.
Then they get a package with a dead Eevee and Wooper.
We just burned it.
This is real life. He just got delivered a dead carcass of a Pokemon. Does that cape help at all in this battle, or is it too slow and you can't stand still?
I think it's too slow. I mean, I don't even know if it works in boss battles in the first place, but this guy's way too fast.
And the categories for this one: pasta claiming to be real while it's quite obviously fake. And I don't know what the heck this is. I agree.
Alright, one more try, and then I'll go back to the chapel, I guess. I don't know.
And somebody commented fake, and a reply was, "Isn't it obvious?"
Yeah.
This is totally fake, Brett. Oh my god.
Yeah. You guys don't actually read this like a real creepypasta. It's actually fake. You didn't know that. Alright, let's go back.
Simpsons lost episode. I watched an episode of the Sweat Psalms. Remember the Sweet Sons? Man, the 90s were cool. Anyway, I got a VHS tape from a garage sale. The label read, "You've never been born," in what looked like dried blood. Also, remember VHS? I fucking hate DVD and Blu-ray. I asked the old man, more like sentient cadaver IMO, that was running the sale, what the heck he want, or what he wanted for it. He just walked off screaming, so I assumed it was free. When I got home, I put it in my VHS player. Remember the 90s? But the entire episode was Mr. Burns in his office chair. He stared at and bleated at me, and the blood spelt. I am Satat 666. Donut watched The Simpletons at 3rd a.m. Written by Hamish the Depressed Chef McDonald, age 17. I think those are the best ones that are obviously bullshit and just get right to the point.
Yeah, I like those too.
They don't overstay their welcome.
Remember the 90s?
And the second time he says, "Remember the 90s," it's like alternating case.
Oh.
Remember the 90s? Oh my god. I remember. They sucked.
What item did you get from there? Oh, you used the key, right?
Yeah, we did put the key in. We got a pendant. It's Elena's pendant, given to her by Chester.
So I guess she wants that.
I guess.
You can't put the pipe thing in?
The key is in. It's missing a cross and a pipe. So I guess we need to find all three.
Yeah, I guess that Gundam dude's holding one of those.
Yeah, I would assume. Okay.
There's a pasta called Teletubbies The Truth, but the categories are: what the fuck is this shit? Teletubbies is scary. Mental illness. Weird. Pasta trying to be good when it sucks enough to be a troll. Bizarre plot twists. True story. Theory. Welcome to the jungle. Penis. Teletubbies. Rickroll. Pointless violence totally makes it scary, you guys. Who lives in a pineapple under the water? SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. He, but poop. You asshole, you are an asshole. So sit in your mouth and dance in your you poop. I like the welcome to the jungle and penis tags.
Yeah,
category.
Yeah. Pretty good. Actually, go the entrance. So there's a locked gate upstairs. Still locked. Yeah.
Elena's not in town.
She came here apparently. Like that's why she dropped the pendant. I think. Like it's saying that she's here. So I don't know what we do with the pendant. Just wear it, I guess. I don't know what to do now. Other than fight the Gundam guy. I guess that's our only option now. Alright, well, let's go fight him some more, I guess.
You don't sound eager.
He's hit really hard. Surprisingly. This game has a hard boss. And it's crazy, but it's true.
Holy shit, bro.
God, that thing is so fast. That punch is like instant, dude. I can't dodge it.
Maybe you're supposed to fly over it?
I mean, yeah, probably. I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining.
Wow, bro, did you leave a Steam review or something?
Well, not yet.
You're trying to beat the game so you have the max amount of ammunition to complain about.
Exactly. I'm just making a list right now, you know. My bitch list.
In one quiet night, it was 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep, so I grabbed my laptop and searched on Google Doki Doki Literature Club, as we all do when we can't sleep. There was a result that catched my eye. It was Doki Doki Literature Club free download. Because it's already free to download.
Wait, what? Like, why would you search it if you didn't know it was a thing? You know what I mean?
Holy shit. Being a DDLC fan by myself, I clicked on the link. The link brought me to a page. The page that the link made me go to was a page that was black with a button that says download now. I didn't want to lose a promise, so I clicked it. You're a fan, but you don't have the game?
I don't understand what's happening in this story.
Download now. So I clicked it. The folder was downloading. The folder said DDLC die. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was freaked out, but curious. After it was clicked, I extracted the file in 7-zip. Damn, what a fucking nerd.
Damn.
Then it was the same contents as the original folder, only with the DDLC program renamed as ddlcdie.exe. Out of sheer curiosity, I clicked on it. The title was the same as a mod, A Brand New Day. Cool that. Die.exe might have lied to me. I said, when I clicked New Day, the default name was Get Out, and I could not change it, so I continued anyways. When I clicked Continue, a text box said, this is your fault. I ignored it anyways and continued. When I woke up from a dream, I saw that none of the girls were there. Strange, I thought. They were having a sleepover that night, I said. When I got a call, I went to the school and got slammed by a door. The protagonist, me, was knocked out cold. When I woke up again, I saw all the girls looking at me angrily. They were torturing me. Then the final moment in the haunted game happened. I saw Yuri opening a bag that contained knives. Then every single girl got a knife. When it cut to the end screen, they were giggling as they stabbed me. Then the game closed on itself. I vomited. That was not supposed to be effing happening, I said angrily. Through my vomit. I tried to move the folder on my recycle bin. It won't let me. So I let it stay here, closed the laptop, and went to bed. I had nightmares of that exact game. When I woke up by the alarm, I checked my laptop before breakfast. Thankfully, that DDLC die folder was deleted. Then I went to Google and searched the website name. The website was deleted too. So if you find a suspicious DDLC game, don't play it. If you do, you will be scarred for your life. Totally real screenshot in the links below. Uh-huh. Damn, that dude is not chill at all.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was close. I didn't realize how low I got him.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Shit.
It's possible, but I don't know. This is a very, like, one of those fights that's like, it's almost like a damage race, you know?
Yeah, because I see, like, you have to take a couple hits to get in there and
Yeah.
land your hits.
Yeah, the spikes are gonna be plinking away, like, his attacks are so fast, I feel like you're just gonna get hit sometimes.
And you have to wait for all this shit to just have a window to attack him.
Yeah. God.
Yo, this game sucks, bro.
You take that back.
Well, so far, do you like it over Ark of Nepishtim, or do you like that one better?
I mean, there's certain things I like about this one.
Such as?
Well, I think I like the dungeons better in this one. Feels like they're a little bit more straightforward in this game. But it's hard to make a judgment on everything.
Who's better, Elena or Olha?
I think I gotta go with Olha.
Yeah, she's got a bow and arrow or some shit, bro.
Yeah, she was cool.
What's Elena got? Dinky ass pendant?
Yeah, she has a knife, in these three, like the original. She might pull out a knife in this game.
Just shank someone.
Oh shit.
Your Nightbot bot didn't go off. Oh, maybe is it because the chat is slow or whatever?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
So people need to be spamming more.
Oh, fuck. What if I do?
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Holy shit, that's a lot of messages.
You need to do it like every 5 minutes though, because like I think that's when it calculates it.
Okay. What about hydration bot, bruh? Have you been hydrating this stream?
Not as much as I should.
Just have a gallon jug of water next to you. Just take a big swig after every boss battle.
That's what I'll need.
Nah, you should be hydrating on G Fuel and Red Bull.
I guess you're right. Man, I hate how his I can't tell where his spikes are gonna come out. Like, I know they're coming. I just don't know, like, the pattern.
Right.
I mean, every time he changes color, he does that one, like the four directional one. The other times, I don't know. Shit, that was bad.
Yeah, your chat's looking pretty green, bruh.
Yeah,
Must say.
yeah. They've lost control.
Ooh, pretty close.
Okay. I never got
Damn.
that far where he actually switched back to green. I didn't know he was going to do that. I thought he was going to be physical for the rest of the fight. Shit.
I'm filing a complaint with Falcom.
Yeah, same.
These bosses bullshit. From this game you made like 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I want you to patch this shit immediately. Bionicle. Bionicle these nuts.
No, my Bionicle.
My Bionicle's dead.
No.
He's just cradling his Bionicle action figure.
Switch to fire, you stupid asshole. Oh, there he goes.
Wow, were they just trying to sell action figures with this boss, bro?
Kinda looks like it.
Makes me wonder if there is an adult action figure.
Oh, yeah. There's gotta be. It's been around for so long at this point.
Have that face off against my Totoro action figure.
Exactly, yeah.
Which I was disappointed. I looked that up and it's just little miniature figurines of Totoro. There aren't any with articulation and weapon accessories.
Oh, yeah. Totoro launcher.
Well, just like a katana or something for Totoro to wield.
Yeah, a Wakizashi.
The Daikatana. Yeah, and I did listen to the Totoro theme. Pretty lit, must say.
Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good one.
Winnie the Pooh creepypasta. Yeah. Maybe Valentine's creepypasta. Oh shit. Fuck, this was a collaboration between Dylan KLJ and deny the roof.
Okay.
Alright. Got a collab. 2 creepypasters on the track. Valentine's Day, 1988. I remember that day when I asked you to be my Valentine. That special bond that I felt was going on between us was increasing, and I wanted to take that to the next level. I remember the look on your face, the happiness and excitement of the day we spent together drained from your face like water running down a plug hole. You said no, I loved you. You know I did, so why would you do this to me? Why? I remember when you walked away into the crowd of lovers. I sat on the bench crying. I walked home on my own. No one was at home to comfort me after what you did. I remember waking up and looking at the patterns of my cuts from last night. The blood on the carpet was still there from last night. The writing on my bedroom walls was still there. Why, the writing said, all written in blood. I remember 2 weeks later I saw you on the street with another man, much younger and better looking than me. Wow, insecure much? The pain just grew and grew. Everything we had done together had just been thrown away by you. Every time we fucked, you told me that you loved me and me only. Is this even creepypasta?
Yeah,
Sounds like
sounds like a letter.
yeah, this dude probably spent $5 to get a cockroach named after this girl. I heard that's a thing on the internet.
I heard that too.
And then the cockroach will be eaten by something. No, this is shit. It's your first kiss, Charlie Brown. What? Damn, talk about boomer cartoon.
I know, right?
Boomer properties. I'm sure everybody knows about Charlie Brown. Yeah, if you're fucking 60 years old. If you haven't seen the program on television at some point, you might have caught the VHS tapes that float around bargain bins in the United States. Oh, this is too long. Fuck that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's long and it's gonna be something really stupid.
Okay.
Fucking Charlie Brown, bro.
It's so spooky, though.
You would expect a lot of the shorter creepypastas because it's just done as a stupid joke lark.
Mhm.
But the ones that just mouth runneth over with creepypasta content, you just wonder what the fuck.
Yeah.
Skullgirl's the truth.
What?
Oh shit, we gotta read this.
Alright.
Short, nice. Alright, the beginning. Anyone heard of the 2D fighting game named Skullgirls?
Yes.
Very fun game. A lot of people say it's a fun and great game. But what I saw traumatized me, and I try to hope that nothing like this will ever happen again. Oh god, you could take that template and apply it to anything.
Yeah.
Anyone ever heard of Guilty Gear? Very fun game. A lot of people say it's fun and great game. But what I saw traumatized me. The dude shoved his finger at my butt.
Yeah.
And I try to hope that nothing like this will ever happen again. Now I know what most of you think. This is fake. But this is really real.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, I don't have any evidence.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
The story. So it was just a regular day. I got home from a hard day in December. Okay, I played some Halo 4 for a while. But then I realized that I haven't played Skullgirls in a while. I really like it, until what happened. My favorite characters to use were Valentine, the revealing ninja nurse, and Double, a monstrous-like nun. So I got on Skullgirls and I played Cerebella's story mode, and spoilers, Cerebella non-canonly kills Miss Fortune, which I hate that characters that character Misfortune. She is really annoying, but the strangest thing is after the ending and the credits. So is this like real shit? Does this check out with me?
I mean, I don't know if I ever played that part of the story, but it sounds just about right. Yeah, I'm sure it's right.
Then on Valentine. Okay, that's why it showed him.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Then on the menu, I hear a very eerie voice that says,
This will be your end.
and the first thing I think is, what the hell was that? Then I went to play another story mode, but then I realized that there is a new option called The Truth. So I clicked the it, and I thought, is this something like the true ending in Blaze Blue? Oh my god, bro.
The true ending. Oh my god.
It starts up a match where I am Marie, which I thought was weird because she is a boss character. And then I started the match, but then the screen goes black, then back to the cathedral, but it enters like a cutscene, and then Double in her nun form walks up to the screen, and then it says plug in your Xbox Live mic, and I do so, and I say hello, and Double responds saying, listen, what you saw in this illusion is a lie. The demon, oh my god, who is called Misfortune is the true terror. Everyone has been trying to stop her, but we never triumphed in the struggle. This is real, and we require your assistance. And I thought, what the fuck? But I had no time to say that. I only replied saying, all right. And she said, very well. Then Misfortune yelled, I'll kill you all. Then a new match appeared where I was playing as all the characters, including Marie, and excluding Misfortune, who was the enemy, except she had red eyes, blood dripping out of her mouth. And I noticed both of her arms said, die, 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 die. And as I fought her, she said, I'll fucking slit your throat with my fucking claws. And for some odd reason, the music playing was from Blaze Blue, which was Hazama's Unlimited theme. You know Hazama's Unlimited theme?
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I think we're all familiar with that,
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh yeah.
So I chose Sarabella first, and I thought you were playing as everybody. And I got 25% of her health, and blood was squirting out whenever somebody got hit. But after she killed Sarabella looked like really died, but then Misfortune began raping her corpse and drinking her blood. She decapitated Villia, she mutilated Peacock, she bit Parasol and drank all her blood. She slit Pinwheel's throat and with her own needles. Then Valentine, Double, and Marie disappeared, and there was a very dark room where Misfortune was eating the dead character's remains. She ate Sarabella's lungs like pizza, and I vomited all over myself in disgust. Damn, these people cannot stop vomiting.
Yeah.
I quickly turned off the Xbox, scared shitless, but then I went back on it and deleted Skullgirls. Then 4 months passed, and I re-downloaded it, and nothing was amiss. And that is the reason why I don't enjoy Skullgirls like I used to. Written by Death Soul 94.
Damn.
You could take that whole shit and just swap out the characters for Guilty Gear characters.
Yeah.
Instead of Valentine, it's Viking. Instead of Misfortune, it's whoever the boss is in Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking Metal Gear Solid's fate. Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, he went somewhere and then he died, and then hyper-realistic blood, and I vomited, and I deleted the game. Wow. I'm just gonna guess that's what happened.
That's probably somewhat accurate.
Yo, dude, do you want me to go online and give you 10,000 ravel so you can upgrade your ship?
Yeah. If you want to just jump into my game real quick, it'd be great.
Yeah.
God,
Or I'll
stop.
use one shot. The dash doesn't give you iframes?
Which one? The yellow magic?
No, the regular dash.
No. Pretty sure it doesn't.
No. Garbage.
Yellow magic does though.
Alright, so we rag on troll pastas a lot. So here's an actual creepypasta from the Creepypasta Wiki. The wiki proper. And it's called Chill. So it's appropriate for a chill stream. So
Okay.
chill. Have you ever been alone at night in your cold house? Turning on the heat won't do you any good. Chills run down your spine as you see your own breath rush out of your throat. The computer is an LED temptress begging you to browse. You fail at attempting to refuse. You find yourself on the computer, browsing at useless stuffing. Everything you come across becomes interesting due to your unintelligent, sleepless mind. You wrap yourself in a blanket, grab a cup of coffee, hoping to gain warmth. Despite every single attempt, heat refuses to enter your body. Suddenly, your computer goes black. The haunting tune down sound accompanies it. The bags under your eyes become thin as your eyes widen. Whispers haunt the house. Sounds like winds of the Arctic. Props, they actually spelled Arctic correctly.
Wow, that's impressive.
But, yeah. But, words are being formed. Haunting words in the wind. Your body feels cold as a breeze runs past it. You look around, all of the windows are shut. No source of wind can possibly affect you. Chills down your spine. Did you feel the cold rush down the length of your back? Sorry, my fingers are cold. And yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I guess that was okay. It's better than a troll pasta.
Sure.
But it reminds me of a poem from Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Like one of Monika's or Yuri's poems.
Yeah. for sure.
Browsing. chills.
So yeah, spelling stuff correctly and using proper punctuation lands you on the Creepypasta Wiki.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so take that, Bionicle Kid, and go back to the drawing board, make sure you spell stuff right, and maybe you'll get promoted again back to the Creepypasta Wiki. Have you ever felt alone? I don't mean like you have nobody to talk to or you don't have any friends to chill with you on Saturday night. I mean alone, truly hauntingly alone. So alone that you could swear somebody was with you. So alone you could swear that you could hear the voice echoing in the walls. I know you hear it, don't you? Alone. You must have never truly felt alone. Things like that are perfectly normal. By the way, how are you sleeping? Do you feel safe? Are your doors locked? Don't worry, there's no reason to panic. You're alone, all by yourself. So alone you could hear that voice echoing on the wall. So alone you could swear that somebody was with you. So very alone. No time is more perfect than now, but that's okay. It can wait. Remember to sleep tight. I wouldn't want you to wake up, because you might just not be so alone after all.
Damn.
Damn, bro, I showed you. I was telling you were alone, and then I told you you weren't alone.
Yeah, guess what? You're not.
But again, that was like a poem.
Yeah.
Holy shit, but then your other option is a long ass fucking book of a creepypasta. Just use the command !creepypasta to read all these creepypastas.
Oh my god. I hate this guy so much.
Worst boss so far?
Probably, yeah. Because you have to use magic. And it's like kind of a stupid thing where it's like pick the color, you know, choose the right color, and that's the weakness. Like, you know, what color am I? That's what color you gotta use. Like, it's just stupid. You know?
Yeah, what is this, Sesame Street, bro? You could turn it into a top 10 worst East Oath and Felgana bosses video. Number 10. I don't remember any of the names.
I don't remember either.
Number 10, the dude who comes out of the holes in the ground and is... Have you played the remakes of Ys 1 and 2?
Yeah, I played with these 1 and 2 Chronicles on Steam. And
Were they as challenging as these games?
In parts. Like, they're pretty old, so there's like some parts where it's just like you have to grind, you know? Like, you're just expected to just grind. So yeah, there's definitely parts that are like, you know, it's a different kind. Like they're, you know, much more primitive games, so that you know, it's not quite like this where you're like dodging and activating your boost mode and, you know, whatever. It's like you're just kind of like walking into the enemies mostly and dodging fireballs and stuff.
Well, Ys needs to get with the times and give you a free cat suit and mushroom when you die 20 times.
I agree.
It should give you 10 free mirrors and... Well, you can't even use items during the battle.
I know, yeah. I literally like pressed start and I was like, oh yeah, I can't use it.
They should give you 10,000 red potions in E6.
Yeah.
Or give you one every time you die.
I'm wondering if I should just like not attack him until the end, or until he starts getting the weaknesses. He just fucking plinks away at me though, like I can't dodge him, he's too fast.
Damn, you know this dude is making clips or highlights on his Twitch channel
I
saying,
know.
little red kid gets owned.
I know, it's so annoying.
He's doing
Oh, and
what you do on his...
the fucking, my analog stick dead zone like makes it all walk sometimes, like when he goes down right. Like watch, see that? Like just randomly like he starts walking. That's the dead zone shit I was trying to fix, but...
And you set that in the Ys game itself?
Well, you can. I think it's a problem with my analog stick probably, or my controller. Like it's just not quite enough to make it so Adol's running. When it hits that point. So that's why I try to make it more sensitive, but obviously it fucked other things up too. Alright.
PS4, bro, superior.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Just use your fight stick.
Yeah, I guess so. Not be the worst idea. Oh my god.
Just use an Atari Jaguar. Did you read Goosebumps when you were younger, or no?
Yeah, a couple of them. Not every single one, but a couple of them.
Oh, you didn't read all 69 of them, bro? Wow.
Nah, I fell off at some point.
You're just carrying a metric ton of paper. Did you think they were scary or cool or what? Stupid?
I feel like I never really got scared. They were just kind of like cool, you know, cool little stories that were fun to read. With weird stuff happening in them.
I always liked the covers of them. They're
Yeah.
so badass.
Yeah, I did enjoy the covers.
Like, that'd be a cool art piece to have a case with all the Goosebump books, like the original set,
Yeah.
just put in there.
Okay.
Or a printed out poster of that, I guess, with like made of high quality scans or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I remember my Goosebumps pogs I had.
We had Pogs, really?
Pretty lit. Yeah. Well, I guess they were like my sisters, but she grew out of them and gave them to me. But it's like nobody I knew played with Pogs, so I just like made little stacks and stuff out of them.
Yeah, same. It is exact same thing.
Yeah, like props if you played Pogs unironically back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigger props if you actually bet and played by the rules. Living life on the edge.
That's right. It's like that person who just jumped down the well.
Oh shit, no, I lost my Sonic Pog, bruh. No, that one didn't count. What the fuck, bruh? No.
That's okay. I didn't want to be up there anyway.
Damn. That fall was demonic.
I know.
I could hear the demons. So are you trying to grind, or are you going back to that chapel, or what?
I'm going back to the family. I don't know what else to do. Maybe she'll give me a sword or something. Like either that or farm like enough to buy shit. The shield or whatever that's like for sale.
Is it the Madman shield?
I think so. I almost have enough for that. I could do that, or I could farm up enough. Well, I need Ravel to upgrade the armor one more time. But I don't have enough Ravel to do it.
Do these enemies drop Ravel?
No, I don't think so. Well, actually, I
Do
don't know.
any enemies
No,
drop
I mean,
Ravel?
not that I know of.
Huh.
I think you just get it from chests, as far as I know.
That's kind of shitty.
I got an achievement for killing 28 maids. Or no, it's actually saying my progress. You have to kill 500 maids. I have 10% of the maids
What the
killed.
fuck?
All right.
Nice achievement. Well,
Do you have anything for me?
I know you're asking him for a sword was kind of a stretch, but I'd believe it in an East game.
I know, yeah. So you never know, right? And it's it's been a while since I got a sword upgrade. I mean, yeah, I bought it, but I haven't gotten like a found sword in quite a while.
Oh, you're trying to kill my husband? Here's a sword.
Need to farm a little bit more.
So even the enemies in the mines don't drop Ravel?
I mean, I don't know. Not that I noticed.
Huh. I guess there's only so much Ravel you need in the world.
Yeah,
Maybe there's enough chests to cover it.
maybe. Yeah. Alright, I want to fight these guys. I don't drop any money. I'm just gonna leave.
I just saw an accompanying picture to a creepypasta, and it was pretty fun.
Because you were so scared?
It was a
Or?
clown. Yeah, I
Oh,
was
okay.
so scared I laughed.
Okay. Get some health.
Just chilling for a minute.
Yeah. Letting it go back up.
Have you ever visited or seen an abandoned amusement park or circus before? They seem to have a melancholic aura full of mystery. It's easy to say that they can be a bit creepy at times, but the folklore and stories behind them tend to make them all the more intriguing. I was only 15 when I had a first-hand experience of visiting such a place myself. Okay, so I've read that. Tell me that doesn't sound like a troll pasta beginning.
Yeah, it does.
I had two 13-year-old friends, Kevin and Lisa, who lived in a peaceful neighborhood and enjoyed reading about urban legends. They were raven-haired Caucasian twins with olive green eyes that were the exact same height, 5'8 feet. 5'8". They informed me through a phone call about a carnival that was hosted in their local area. I didn't want my parents eavesdropping on my conversations again, so I told them I just wanted to pay my friends a visit. I went to their house and asked them why they were telling me this, since I don't really care much for festivities of the sort.
Uh-huh.
A pal of mine told me this carnival lasted over 27 days, but then it was closed down without a warning or reason. We didn't even know it existed until its closure was mentioned on the evening news. Lisa nodded with agreement.
Oh.
God, this like try-hard sophomore English class.
Mhm.
We didn't, looking just about as baffled as her brother. I didn't pay much attention to television, unlike them. I usually got my fill of news through online articles. What confused me the most was that such an event would have already spread across many news websites around the internet, and I hadn't seen a single trace of the carnival's closing on all of the news websites that I scoured. Several thoughts ran through my mind as I processed this. Perhaps it was an underground operation that involved illegal activities, which is why the carnival never had publicity. Supernatural occurrences couldn't have caused this, or else people would be talking about a haunted carnival. They talk about a haunted carnival even if there isn't one. It's called clickbait.
Yeah.
Hey, are you still here? Lisa jokingly interjected. I stopped spacing out and let out an awkward chuckle. So would you like to accompany us? Kevin asked me. I was a bit confused, so I asked him where. Well, the carnival, of course. Lisa responded for him as if the answer were obvious. They were out of their minds. Abandoned locations never really did faze Kevin and Lisa, despite the fact that they can be dangerous. I was reluctant at first, but I hesitantly agreed just so I could keep an eye on them. Why? They told their parents to tell my parents that I was going to have a sleepover with them, and my parents approved. The twins weren't troublemakers, so their parents trusted them enough to not have to monitor us throughout the whole sleepover. We quietly left the house that night around 11 o'clock sharp. So it was around 11 o'clock sharp.
Okay.
So it was sharp, but around that time.
Yeah. It's exactly around 8 o'clock, exactly, perfectly.
This is what happens when you don't read what you want.
Exactly.
Well, Kevin and Lisa's parents, I just imagine them as Bart and Lisa.
Yeah.
Their parents were asleep. Lisa knew of a shortcut through the woods. Or was it a slender woods, bro?
Oh, shit.
By her neighbor's backyard to get to the carnival. The flashlights we carried with us shined small dim circles of light. Oh, it wasn't dim circles of blood. See, if you can resist the urge with all of God's strength, resist the urge to include blood or hyper-realistic blood, you'll land on the creepypasta wiki, my friend.
That's right, yeah.
It was very difficult to see in the dark, even if the three of us combined the beams of our near-useless flashlights. Dead autumn leaves littered the ground. Every sound I heard that wasn't our footsteps or our breathing would put me on edge. We all stopped when we heard the creaking of wood. It sounded as if something heavy was bending a large tree branch above us. The fucking gorilla up there? terrified.
We wildly shined our flashlights in all directions, but nothing out of the ordinary was there. I strongly urged my friends to turn around and go home, but they insisted that we keep walking. After about 10 minutes of continuous walking, we... Oh shit, bro. Damn.
Don't worry,
man.
I'm not gonna beat him. Continue.
After about 10 more minutes of continuous walking, we reached a large chain link fence that surrounded a parking as big as half of a football field. Wow, because I know what half of a football field is.
Yeah.
Just say as big as a football field, bro. Yeah, killing me. Above the entrance was a large yellow sign with a few missing and faded multicolored neon letters that read CL blank A Carnival. The name, yeah, very subtle when your title's Clara's Carnival. The main gate's door was locked with a rusty old padlock that simply snapped in two when we kicked it enough times. The fence door was difficult to move, but it slowly opened with an ominous metallic squeal that sounded like someone dragging their nails across a chalkboard. That made the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. Desolate Carnival was surrounded by the woods, keeping it somewhat secluded from the outside world. The pavement was cracked here and there, and the whole area looked overgrown with plants and grass as if it were neglected for years. Rides and stands had fallen into a state of disrepair. With rotting wooden planks and rusted metal rails in various places. The nagging feeling of dread that was in the pit of my stomach when Kevin, Lisa, and I were trudging through the woods became even more intense as we stepped through the gates. I just couldn't take it anymore. I turned to leave, but Kevin grabbed me by the arm. "Not yet," he muttered. His eyes looked glazed over as if he was in a trance. I struggled to free myself, but his grip only got tighter. Lisa seemed to purposefully ignore how strange Kevin was acting because she was looking directly at me with a blank stare and didn't do anything about it. I cursed under my breath and stopped struggling. Kevin relaxed his grip and gave me a strange look. "Why do you look so frightened?" he asked, seeming to be puzzled by my reaction. Lisa turned and looked at both of us as if she never saw what happened earlier. "Scared of a few rusty rides?" she joked as we continued walking around. This wasn't normal for the two of them to be acting like this. They're treating this as if it's another casual walk in the park, when danger could be lurking in the shadows. There could be hostile homeless people who ride here, or who hide here, or maybe even a bear. I wasn't exactly thinking straight myself. I just wanted to get the hell out of there. Carnivals had always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and desolated ones just make things worse for my sanity, and Look, a coin toss stand, Kevin exclaimed excitedly, pointing to a worn-down wooden stand. Oh, fuck, dude. It was great, I love it. Behind the beige counter were several bottles, some on the floor and some still upright. I just shrugged since there were so many other stands like that around there. "What's so special about that?" Lisa asked Kevin as he ran over to examine it. Kevin didn't respond to Lisa, as if he was in his own little world. I was about to go over there and see what he was doing when Lisa put her hand on one of my shoulders. "Not yet," she muttered. I was about to ask her why when we were interrupted by the loud music of a carousel that was only a few yards behind us. Lisa and I turned to see that the nearly rusted ride was slowly spinning and fully functioning, save for a few dead light bulbs. When we looked back at the stand that Kevin was at, he was curled up on the ground next to the counter in a fetal position. He was completely expressionless and didn't utter a single sound, as if he were in a trance. "Kevin?" Lisa's voice quivered as she slowly walked up to her brother. His mouth was full of small pieces of glass, and he was tightly clutching a large shard from one of the broken bottles. Lisa tried to knock it out of his grip, but Kevin roughly kicked her away and began carving into his own chest. I just stood there watching in utter shock. I wanted to try and stop him. Something kept me from moving my legs. It was like sleep paralysis, but I was wide awake. My mouth was ajar, but no scream came out. By the time Kevin stopped carving into himself, he had already bled so much that it would be too late to save him if he were rushed to a hospital. Lisa stood up with tears flowing down her face and looked down at Kevin, who began to laugh in an inexplicably vacuous manner. Vacuous. That should be a category for creepypastas. Thesaurus. Oh god, I was thinking that in my mind. And then I see it and it actually happens. Capital letters that spelled out Clara were carved into his chest. I was imagining him carving 666 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Who the hell is Clara? Lisa desperately asked Kevin. He responded with nothing but harsh cackles and gargling coughs as blood seeped out of his mouth. He shakily gestured toward a broken old target practice stand just a few feet by the carousel, which was still spinning with its loudly upbeat Calliope music. Or Calliope music, my bad. The stand had just a single shelf with 2 wooden circular targets painted red and white, with a few old and broken bottles lying around here and there. The counter was completely covered with a large old tablecloth that was a dark shade of mahogany. I could have sworn I saw the dark silhouette of someone standing behind the counter. I hastily rubbed my eyes with my hands and the silhouette was gone. Is this a freaking joke? I yelled at Kevin. But he had already perished. A morbid smile was the last facial expression he made. Perished. Lisa and I slowly walked to the red stand that Kevin directed us to. She wasn't going to leave this place until she found out what had pushed Kevin to commit such a gruesome act. When we walked up to the counter of the stand, the carousel's music abruptly stopped playing and the ride itself came to a grating halt. Everything was dead silent once more until I was startled by the sound of glass shattering underneath the counter. I've had enough of carnival shenanigans, so I turned to run when a hand reached out from underneath the counter and grabbed my ankle. The hand began pulling backwards on my ankle and I fell forward, landing painfully on the palms of my hands before being pulled under the tablecloth. I don't remember much from that point, except for the fact that all I saw was darkness, and all I heard was Lisa's screams of terror. About 3 hours later, I woke up next to Lisa behind the counter of the stand. She was laying face down on the ground. I tried to shake her awake, but received no response. I continued shaking her until she rolled over to reveal a grinning mouthful of glass shards and the name Clara carved into her chest. She wasn't holding the piece of glass this time, it was me. I dropped the glass shard in utter disbelief and stood up, shaking my head in disgust. I felt like I was in a nightmare that just wouldn't end. I slowly stepped back and I had the sick feeling that I bumped into someone. I didn't want to turn around to see who it was, but I did so anyway out of sheer curiosity. What I saw was, God, this is a fucking workout. Jesus. It's like, what's the point? There's not even anything funny or enjoyable.
Yeah.
What I saw was, I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. We've gone too far. What I saw was something that would remain burned into my mind for several more years to come. It was a tall, pale-skinned woman with dark mustard yellow eyes and grotesquely sharp, piranha-like teeth, grinning down at me. Her mouth and long, pointy nose were painted with red face paint. And there were small, dark blue triangles painted around her eyes. Her pointed ears made her look like a creature of folklore. And her sloppily combed mahogany hair, had an oily sheen that clearly reflected the full moon's dim light. There were white gloves on her thin, spider-like hands, and she wore faded red clothes with the typical frills and eccentric red and white striped stockings one would see on someone who once worked at a circus. Her sudden appearance, and that's the picture I saw of this character. Her sudden appearance made my heart sink to the very pit of my stomach. I absolutely hated clowns. It was a childhood incident that forever changed my opinion of those creepy bastards. What disturbed me the most was when she held out a hand towards me. In the palm of her hand was a piece of caramel candy, with little shards of glass protruding from all sides. She leaned over to me and whispered, "Welcome to my carnival." I turned and sprinted as fast as I could. All I heard behind me were the echoing guffaws of that freaking clown.
Whoa!
Is that what she sounded like?
Yeah.
God, she just stood there and laughed at me as I ran far away from her. My head was spinning as I made it through the gate and into the trees. The only word that I could think about was Clara. I wasn't paying much attention while I was running. I just wanted to get away from that carnival. I soon paid for that when I tripped over a thick tree root and hit my head on a large rock on the ground. The next morning, I woke up back in Kevin and Lisa's house around 11 a.m. I had apparently been sleeping on the sofa of the living room. I felt like I was having an intense migraine the minute I sat up. I don't remember how I returned, but I let out a short sigh of relief because I had finally made it back to the house. I looked around and noticed that one of the windows next to the front of the house was broken in one corner, and the front door itself was unlocked. Damn it, I thought. I slept through a robbery. What? I quickly got up off the sofa, and ran upstairs to alert my friends' parents about the potential robbery. When I opened the door to their bedroom, I saw they were still asleep. At 11 a.m.? Bruh. I noticed they were lying peculiarly still. It was as if they weren't breathing. I pulled off the covers and a small gasp escaped my mouth. They were just two life-sized mannequins with hideously painted smiling faces. I mean, really, could you paint that shit better? I checked under the bed and there were only old dusty books and boxes under there. I also looked around inside the bathroom, but nobody was found. A familiar feeling of dread arose within me as I went to go check their closet. And I shut my eyes as I slowly opened the door. When I opened my eyes, I was greeted by nothing but clothing and shoes. I went to check the other rooms down the hall, thinking this was all just one big prank. As expected, I found no trace of Kevin and Lisa's corner. I went back downstairs and began searching. Oh shit!
I did it.
Nice. Damn, did you have a small heart attack there?
Yeah. Is this a pipe? Oh, it is. Okay, cool.
Wow, all that for a piece of shit.
Yeah, not even a sword to go along with it. Well, whatever. Alright.
Oh my god.
How much is left of the pasta?
Just a little bit.
Okay, you can keep going.
Went back downstairs, began searching the rest of the house. By this time, I was desperate for answers. Why did my friends die in that forsaken place, but not me? So you remember that, but you think that this house was broken into? Whatever. Why is the house getting broken into now after all these years? What? That was when I heard the small TV in the laundry room turn on. There wasn't static, but there weren't any channels playing either. All I heard was music, familiar Calliope music. I walked to the laundry room to see that the small, chunky CRT television, hell yeah, like smash on that bitch, in the corner displaying nothing but blankness on the screen. I turned off the television and the music stopped playing, only to resume playing on the living room's flat screen TV. Letting out an exasperated sigh, I turned to get out of the laundry room when a faint metallic, somewhat fishy smell wafted to my nose. It was coming from the washer and dryer. Oh, what are their heads gonna be in there?
Oh shit.
I went to open the washing machine's lid first. A horrendous odor hit me like a brick to the nose and filled the room with the stench of something rotten. It was hard to breathe. Oh, is she gonna vomit?
Yeah.
It was hard to breathe in there, even when I wasn't covered. Half of my... It was hard to breathe in there, even when I wasn't covering half of my face with my own shirt. The same smell came from the dryer when I opened it as well. That smell was the rotting blood of Kevin and Lisa's parents. The mother and father were respectively stuffed into the washer and dryer in mangled fetal positions. Small glass shards protruded from their mouths, with gut-wrenchingly hideous Glasgow smiles carved into their faces. Underneath the lids of the washer and dryer was the name Clara, finger painted in their blood. I got out of there as fast as I could and slammed the door. There she was again, standing perfectly still in the middle of the living room and staring at me with wide, bulging eyes. That wretched clown from the carnival just wanted to torment the living hell out of me. Her twitchy fingertips were stained, dark red with blood. Clara? I stuttered. She nodded, her morbid grin widening in an inhuman manner. Almost. It's not quite inhuman, but it was almost, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Just making sure we got that.
Yeah.
Did you like my game? She asked, with a fit of maniacal laughter. I turned and made a mad dash for the back door in the kitchen. By the sound of her footsteps, I knew she was close behind me. There was no fence in the backyard, so I had to make do with twisting and turning around cars and houses to try to lose her. I had finally managed to get away from her after dodging around various obstacles. I walked to the nearest payphone, and called my parents so they could come pick me up. The dial tone seemed to continue forever, and nobody answered the home phone. After the 10th call, somebody finally picked up. Hello? My voice sounded feeble and cracked, like the voice of a scared child. What are you but a scared child? A raspy young woman's voice answered after a few seconds of silence. Welcome to my carnival. The games will never end. Until they did, because that's the end.
Okay. Damn.
So yeah, I give it 6 out of 9.
Yeah, it's a nice rating.
Really good read. Smiley face.
Yeah, I recommend it.
I enjoyed this story.
Oh,
I recommend carving chests out and decapitated parents.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this story. It was a good read. That was a pretty good story. It got my heart speeding up a bit. I still like clowns still. 3. Oh my god, that creeped me out so much. Response, hee hee, perfect.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, did that creep you the fuck out, bro? Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can go to sleep tonight.
And the categories are beings and places.
Beings? You mean like the two things you would have in like any story?
Yeah. So I guess Clara's the being and the carnival's the place.
Yeah, I guess so.
Beings. Well, shit. All right, that was way too fucking scary, bro. I'm gonna go change my pants now.
I know, we all need a change right now, so we'll give everyone, including the audience, a chance to do that.
Yeah, so you read that and Dead Bionicle didn't make it. Yo, my bro just got fucked over.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, there needs to be justice for...
Hashtag free Dead Bionicle.
Justice for like a Bionicle guy. Let's get that trending. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh no, the frogs are back.
God. Yeah. Big ups to beating that dude, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a tough one. And there's still more of the castle to go apparently, so we'll be
We
back.
need one more piece of shit to.
Yeah, we need one more fucking thing, and there's gonna be another boss too. I guarantee it.
Yay, we love bosses.
Oh yeah, dude, I live for the bosses. But yeah,